Good morning. Are you okay? I don't have a slide with me. I thought that just to share with you things that I've gone through. I'm not very old though, yeah. But last night when I flipped through the photographs during my school time, that time was systematic business training college, as you can see. And when I look at your corporate video earlier, I feel that how lucky you guys are, even for the people who work here. We have a big campus, we have a big dome, we have what you call a very stylish kind of environment. You know, last time when we studied in the systematic, they have this, it's one of the colleges in the shop blocks. How many of you was from that era before? Yeah. So my favorite teacher last time was Miss Wong, Miss Tan, I don't know if he's still around here. Yeah. And when I look through the pictures, and the pictures turned yellow, by the way. The pictures was yellowish. So when I look at it, when it goes yellowish, it strikes my mind that, hey, I have lived through 2/3 of my life already. I mean, according to the lifespan, you know, the average lifespan of the human. Hey, I have lived through 2/3 of my life. I have only 1/3 left in my life to live on. If I'm lucky to live on, I mean, nothing happens tomorrow. Later, you get what I mean? So I was thinking, in life, it's like a drama. You know, there's a flashback that you look at how you behave, the crazy things that you do in the early years and so on. Yeah. And it has always been my principle to do things with haste. I'm going to share with you certain things. I mean, as a trainer, as a consultant, that's what I always try to share, and then put it into points that hopefully it strikes your mind. That is my first principle: doing things with haste. I call it the haste work. Hard work, homework, haste work. Yeah, haste work. I call it haste work because we don't have much time to waste. So everything I do, we do it very fast. Right? In the corporate world, the same thing. We do it fast. The previous speaker talks about the Tian Tian is Tian Tian. I remember her name by Tian Tian means very sweet lady. Yeah. So she talked about what do you call loaners. Sticking our head low with ours as well. Yeah. So we have to do things fast. With haste. Sometimes we think that what have I achieved? Yeah. So that's why from the very beginning I have always planned my kind of the life journey where I want to go. That's why I end up as a trainer and consultant. Yeah, I always have this principle. You want to know this secret? Remember this secret? Are you all tired or not? Are you all tired in a way? You're always tired, isn't it? So when you're tired, you do what? You sleep. Okay, please remember this. When the time comes, you will sleep forever. So don't be afraid to be tired, because I know it's to certain, those in the health industry say it's bad for the liver and so on. But the principle is that when the time comes, you will sleep forever. So that's one of my principles: doing things fast and then don't waste time, and hard work is very important. And I still remember after that comic selling, I'm not a top A scorer, by the way. Yeah? I'm the top A KPC. You know what KPC is? Busybody, KPC. So I remember Form 5, while everybody is preparing themselves for SPM, right? SPM was the reason. I was busy fighting. I fought in what? Because in the upper secondary, they have this thing called Minggu Bahasa. So in Minggu Bahasa, they have syarahan, they have cerita, they have nyanyian, they have rekaan, they have lukisan, all kinds. So I participated in everything since Form 3. But I don't win anything. I always come second or third. I never get the first. And the guy in front of me, the first, is called Aru. I still remember his name, Aru. Yeah. And comes Form 5. He dedicated his time studying SPM. I dedicated my time in this Minggu Bahasa, so then I came out first. So that tells me one thing: hope works. Hope works. Yeah. So persistency, hope, don't let go. And true enough, now I'm still hopeful. Not me, not my family, but my distant family. They are founders of many public listed firms in Malaysia. I'm not one of them, by the way. But that gives me the hope and the motivation that how olden peoples, I've got olden peoples, because these people, they migrated from China. Yeah, true enough, they are immigrants, migrated from China during the Japanese occupation. They came here, they work hard, you know, they plant the sticks, the plantation, and say that, this is my area, don't trespass. So that's how they have all the land bank today, I think so. Yeah. So, deriving from what they do, yeah, hope works. We need to continue to hope because that's the only motivation that you have in life. My wife also always says, every year you dream. Of course, every year I dream. Why? Because every year and I always think I will have something more to do next year. Right? So hope works. Now, I have, after Form 5, yeah, I did all kinds of jobs. By the way, I think I'm the longest student in systematic. It took me 5-6 years to complete my ICSA. You know why? Because I took it part-time. First stage, I don't know whether you have ICSA here. Institute of Chartered Secretaries. I took ICSA because during that time, in 1992, there is no such thing as tuning program. And to have a degree is expensive because you have to go overseas. So the only degree I can get locally is called professional degree, which is ACCA, ICSA, and stuff like that. So I go for ICSA. Yeah? But we go by stages. It's not like ACCA where you fill one paper, you have to see the whole thing. So we go by stages. Yeah? We go by paper. So first round, I took 2 papers. I passed both. So easy, I passed both, 2 papers. Because each round, each exam is 6 months. Yeah? So second round, you know how many papers I took? I took 10 papers. I don't know first. Wait till you hear the result. 10 papers, I failed 9. And I succeeded in 1. That's HR paper. That's why I'm very friendly to Miss Wong. I don't know Miss Wong is still. You know. So that is why, you know, because during that time I worked as a, because like I told you, I'm not a top A scorer, but I'm a top A KPC, you remember that? So at that point of time, I do a lot of odd job works, joining other people, cutting grass, changing toilet bowl, pipe, wire, electric wiring. I'm sure, how many of you know how to change a toilet bowl here? No one's? You know? Even selling fish at the fish market. But to me, this type of experience is very, it's life is a drama, right? Because when you do a flashback, it's very, things that you don't learn in college. Yeah? And it helps me a lot in my today's work as a consultant. I've consulted more than 300 companies, trained almost 60 CEOs and directors from TRB Hong Kong, yeah? And of course, doing training in different parts, in Asia first, yeah? China, Taiwan, Singapore. And all this derived from the past hands work. Yeah? So I think the third formula is hands work. You have to be hands-on. Alright? Not just head work, because with the hands-on, you know, you have to do a lot of things hands-on so that people believe you, trust you, you know, you have the confidence in that. And then when I talk about hope work just now, I continue to hope every year. And in my life, I think there are quite a number of people whom I have worked with, very nice people. They given me the opportunity, of course, yeah. And because of this opportunity, I grab it. Yeah? So that is why the next one I call it daring. We have to be daring. We have to be there, be bold, to take up things. I remember one of the very nice Tansri, very humble, very nice Tansri. I call him the father of palm oil. I don't know whether you know him. And we were in this project preparing the national blueprint for the government under the current Prime Minister, Dr. Najib. So he told me one day, I go, you better make this happen. Otherwise my head will roll. He said that. So your head will roll. But the country is very nice, very humble. Please help me. So I took up the challenge. So we prepared a blueprint. And of course this blueprint was prepared together with a whole gang, professors, academicians from universities and so on. Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is, I take on the job. I took on the job. Yeah. Daring enough, you know, and of course ultimately I presented the PM together with another guy called nice man called Dr. Ahmad. Very supporting. Sometimes what I'm trying to say is in life you need to meet these people. Yeah. Just now there was the first slide. The second speaker talked about select your friends. Yeah. please remember this, you are who you mix with. Agree or not?
Yes.
If you want to drink coffee, where do you go? Mama, kedai kopi Apek. Or you go to Starbucks or Coffee Bean. If you go to kedai kopi Apek, who do you meet? Apek. Isn't it? If you go to Starbucks or Coffee Bean, who do you meet? Handsome, beautiful ladies, isn't it? Opportunity speaks, isn't it? So you are who you mix with. Yeah. So yeah, you select your friends. To me, it's a little bit different. I don't delete my friends. Okay. I will select my friends. So-called enemy, because I love Sun Tzu out of the war. So-called enemy, I will try to make them as my friends. If my enemy become my friends, what do you think? It's much more better. So that is what I do. So as I move along, all right, today, like I said, my job is in training, development, consulting. After some training programs, people come to me, Michael, can you help me in this company, stuff like that. Yeah, so I said, okay, fine. What can I do? Then eventually I end up as a board of director. I mean, as a director in the company. By the way, not shareholding, I don't have money. I don't think that director in different companies got money. I mean by appointment, all right. So through them, we do more things, more results, yeah, because we need to have hands-on results, yeah. And yeah, this is basically what I do, yeah. All right. So that is basically the part of life. And in my life, I don't know. In my life, just share with you, I've cheated death 5 times. If those of you who still remember, during the 1980s, there's a fairly tragedy in Penang, where the thing collapsed. I think 100 people died. I nearly wanted to cross from the island to the mainland, but I was naughty enough and I skipped the thing. So I cheated death once. Remember, the other one was what you call the landslide collapse in Genting. I cheated that because one of my friends came late. Because the bus was every 15 minutes frequently from Pudu Raya those days. So I cheated that again. So with all this experience, sometimes we feel that, hey, you have to do something meaningful. Yeah. So for Gen Y, hard work, do things fast, time discipline, punctuality. I mean, these are very dry things, but it just comes very handy, hands-on, you work with people, yeah, be humble, of course, yeah, and all these things comes very good in life, and it, of course, builds up your livelihood. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Khan, for sharing this moving story of tears and laughter, failure and success, betrayal and humility. So, my audience,